Lagos State government has marked at least 39 buildings in 2 upscale estates for demolition due to encroachment on the right-of-way of the Ikota Riverbank in the Eti-Osa local government area. The affected area, situated in the Maroko Okun Alpha ward of the Lekki axis, includes Oral Extension Estate and West End Megamond Estate. The demolition order follows a series of petitions concerning encroachment into the river's road of way. Consequently, the government has issued indefinite quit notices to affected residents, urging them to relocate with their belongings and families ahead of the planned demolition exercise. According to the officials, 20 buildings are marked for complete demolition, 8 for partial removal, and 13 structures at West End Estate are also set to be taken down. On Thursday, officials from the Ministry of the Environment and Water Resources, led by Commissioner Tokumbo Wahab, visited the estates. The enforcement team was observed inspecting and dismantling parts of the perimeter fences of affected structures. Speaking on developments at Megamond Estate, Wahab warned against unauthorized land reclamation activities. He added that all ongoing works in the estate must stop immediately. Mr. Godwin, I would love to have your take on this story about the Lagos State government marking 39 buildings for demolition in this period, considering the state of things. Are you with me, sir? Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Hello, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here, sir. So I was asking.
Sorry.
Yes, I know it's network issues. So
Network, yes.
Yeah, our first story, we have Lagos State government marking 39 buildings for demolition in such a period and such a time. What's your take on the story, sir?
Well, thank you so much. I think to every location or emerging cities, there's always a master plan. So it is important that residents, developers, and those who are actually setting out to living around such places should always be conscious of following up the government laid down rules or principles, especially as it affects right of way. Now, what sense does it make when an investor or a developer begins to erect and begin to build or develop structures, both for residential or for businesses, and at the end of the day, the structures are being demolished? You know, it's waste of resources. And you can imagine if it were residential areas, the inhabitants, those that dwell in such structures or in such buildings, the issue of displacement and how it affects their comfort. You know, so it is important. And in another breath, the government agencies that are designated or in charge of such regulatory body against such encroachment of government restricted areas ought to do more by nipping it in the bud. When these developers are actually encroaching at the beginning, you stop them. You ensure that you show your presence so that you don't allow somebody develop or build and spend so much money in erecting structures. The structures are being demolished. even if from what I've read, it's they say it's going to be a win-win situation. Of course, there must be compensations. Compensations must be made, but sometimes it's not enough because when you displace somebody to relocate or trying to rebuild in some other locations, it's not always easy. It takes time. So this should also serve as deterrent to future developers. But I think the government should do more in stopping these people before time. It's very important. Thank you.
Okay, so don't you think there should have been some level of notice given to these persons before these demolitions take place? Because the story read that they've been given quick notice. We don't know if there are provisions made for the dislocation, like you said, of the residents occupying those areas marked for demolition.
Well, I understand that the government actually gave those dwellers there indefinite quick notice, meaning that the government could just come at any time to carry out its activities as it's already been shown. But like I said earlier, it's important for the government. It's important for the government to stop these people before time, because, like you have seen it now, Nigerians, we have this funny attitude. This is pipeline right of way. This is water banks or water channel. You ought not to ordinarily encroach. Sometimes these are natural flows, and when you try to stop the natural flow of or water course, when there is flood, it affects the entire environment, because probably you might have blocked the natural course of water flow. Sometimes people build on drainage pathways. And these things are not too good. So it is important for government to actually put adequate measures to stopping this encroachment, to stopping these violations, so that you don't. Imagine some of those structures are 2-story, 3-story buildings. Do you get?
Yeah.
So where government, when these people were actually doing this development, it's important to stop them. That's my point.
All right,
so
sir.
No matter the time limit, no matter the time frame the government has set out to actually give them to relocate, it has never always been enough. Trust me. If you give them 6 months, it won't even be enough, because Nigerians, we have this attitude of let's wait. So when government comes now with the earth moving equipment to demolish now, you see how people make conscious of frantic efforts in trying to pack their things. So it's to avoid such situation. You are in a very desperate mood. You are in a very 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 precarious situation. It's important.